Hi everyone, it's Nick the Gardener, and I thought I'd do the last plot tour of the year today. So we'll start off at the garlic, and yeah, as you can see, 3 rows are up, but 2 rows through the middle here aren't up yet. I was getting a little bit worried, so I dug a little hole, and the garlic is still there. There's a tiny little sprout coming out the top, and I think it's rooted in because it doesn't want to pull out that well. So I'm happy, peace of mind now, that it hasn't rotted away, nothing's hit them. Well, that one anyway. So I'll cover that back up in a minute, and hopefully they'll all shoot up soon. Fingers crossed anyway, because what I was thinking of doing is having to go out and buy some soft neck and put that in there. But I won't bother now. So we've got the broad beans in here. These ones here, I've actually been giving them a bit of worm leachate, just to see if it makes any difference to the ones in this front row here, which I haven't given anything to really. And the reason why I didn't give it to these front ones, this front row, is because they're getting more sunlight, so they're probably going to grow bigger anyway, because this net on here shades this one slightly. Yeah, so we'll see what happens when I take the nets off when it gets a bit warmer. I mean, I've given this a little bit of leachate today through here, and yeah, we'll see what if these plants are a lot bigger really. Yeah, so we've got more broad beans out here, and some leeks at the end there, and just along here. The calendula's surviving, and this chard here is surviving. I've actually started going around labelling things now, what they are. But I mean, it's got some new leaves in there, but everything's getting hammered by the slugs this year because it's been so wet. So the onions in here, the Troy sets, they're all coming up okay now, just about. Get a little bit closer for you. But yeah, they're looking pretty good, and I've labelled those as well. So looking through at the celery just here, and the gazania flowers, they've all rotted off, but I'll just leave them in like that. Celery, I was looking at it the other day, just down here, and it's been attacked by slugs. I mean, there's so many slugs on here the other day, and in these little holes here, I even saw red wrigglers going up and eating it, which I thought was quite strange. But they look a bit sad for themselves, but I'm going to leave all that foliage on for now in case it gets cold, and it'll protect the crowns a bit. And then if they survive the winter, I'll just come and rip off all the old leaves, and hopefully they'll be in there to grow some more next year. And I've been a good boy again and put another celery label there. So this bed here, the raspberry bed what I took out, I'm going to put potatoes in here, my first earlies, maybe first earlies and second earlies, and then a row of peas through the middle, just to help fix some nitrogen in soil. And there's been cats or something walking along here, you can see all the little footprints. And bring you around to show you the soft net garlic, which is an unknown home saved soft net from a couple of years ago. And they're all looking pretty good. There's only 6 in there. The strawberry bed, aka Worm Island, that's looking pretty good. And the other day, when I took my little drone up and did a little aerial shot, I noticed that around the worm bin in here, there was more green foliage around here. You know, you couldn't, I mean, obviously there's green foliage and yellow bits in there, but when I got a bit higher up, you could see that around here was just a lot greener than the rest of it. So I was quite happy with that. It means that the worm bin's fertilising the beds as the worms go in and out. There's a little red wriggler there just scrabbling down. But this has got leaves and horse poo and cardboard and stuff in. And yeah, I mean, it's so warm at the moment, all these worms are still active, all at the top, they're not going down deep or anything, so that's good. Leaf mould bin is shrinking down quite nicely, and hope to get some good leaf mould out of that in the next year or two. We'll bring round. So this is my raspberry bed, and I did pop in about 6 raspberry canes along that side, along there. But the soil at the moment is so claggy. I mean, this bit here has not really been amended by much other than a bit of wood chips on top. But there was lots of couch grass roots coming in from that path, and it was all in the soil, but the soil was so claggy and horrible that I couldn't hardly get it out. So, I mean, you can see if I come down a bit closer, there's couch grass coming through here. So at some point I am going to have to scrape back all that wood chip and try and get as much out of that as I can. Just, you know, from the surface. Don't want to dig them out or anything, just try and get out what I can to try and, you know, knock it back a bit really. But yeah, still got some more little calendula over there as well. The worm farm and the J-Down fertiliser, they're all doing all right. The leachate, what was in here, I've just put that on the board beans. So yeah, we'll see if it makes any difference. I'm sure it will do. The compost bin here is virtually empty, and I'll be topping that up again soon once I've turned this one, which I started turning it yesterday into here, just to mix up the materials a bit better, let a bit more air in so it can get a bit warmer again. It was just out the red. I've lined this one with cardboard, and basically, yeah, I want to turn them every week or so, because there's bloody mice or voles or rats in here still. I mean, I only turned it yesterday. If I can lift this up, I'll show you. But I'll just put some leaves under there from the Brussels sprouts and that, but there's little tunnels in here already. I only did it yesterday, so that's a bit of a nightmare. So yeah, one good tip as well, go around and kick it every now and again, just so if there is anything nesting in there, they get a bit suspicious and hopefully bugger off. So this bed here with the Brussels sprouts in, the broccoli and the purple spraying broccoli and kaleets, it's doing okay, but I've still got a little vole problem. So just down here, found another little hole the other day, so I keep blocking them up with these bricks so that hopefully a little mouse will, well, sorry, not a mouse, a cat will get them like he did the other one. So I'd rather it all be natural than me putting down traps or poison or anything. I don't want to put no poison down. But these little, yeah, so nothing under there, which is good. As you can see, these cages have been completely battered by the wind and that. And apparently there was a cyclone in Manchester last night which took people's roofs off and stuff. So if there's anyone watching from Manchester, I hope you're all right. And apparently there's going to be another bomb cyclone tonight or something in the same sort of area. So batten down the hatches if you can. Bloody weather, bloody winds, nightmare. This is where my potatoes are going to go next year, the main crop. And yeah, nothing really more to say about that, other than it's had plenty of compost really, and there's no mole activity in it at the moment, which is good. Over leeks, they're still standing all right. Some of them look a little bit worse aware, a bit scratchy around the edges and that, like that one there. But they're fattening up nicely really. This one here is quite a nice one. But probably going to have some soup this weekend, so I might dig one of them out later on today. And this last bed here, the Romanesco cauliflower. I'm not too sure about that. Looks like it's opened up a bit more than last time, so I might have to eat that soon. It's only going to be a couple of mouthfuls, but I've never had one before, so I'm quite excited to see that. I've got another broccoli here. What's you know, it's forming. I don't know if it's looking that healthy, but it's doing okay. I've got some January King cabbages around here, January King 3, sorry, and I bought them because my birthday is January the 3rd, but to be honest, this is the second year I've grown them, and the seeds ain't that great, to be honest. I don't know why, but I know Carl and Tracy had problems with them the other year. They didn't germinate that well, so I don't know if I'm going to bother with them again anymore. Little cauliflower in there, looking a bit yellow, to be honest, and that, but yeah, and a bit small, but hopefully that'll grow a bit more. We can eat that. Yeah, so that's just a quick look at the vegetable side of the plot, and yeah, I'm quite happy with how things are going this year, really. Well, gone. Not everything's been a success. The Three Sisters in here was a success, but yeah, not that impressed with what I did in here, to be honest. I need to space things out way better, not cram so much stuff in the space what I've got, and probably plant out a little bit later. I was a bit early this year, but you live and learn. So have a quick look around here. Managed to get rid of some of these pallets the other day, because Dave on the next plot just over there where that black fleece is, it was so windy I lobbed a few pallets on there for him to stop it from blowing away, but he's giving that plot up this, well, in February, I think, when the rent's due. So I don't think he's going to renew just that little bit here. And I've just noticed my windmill's over here, or part of it, so I'll grab that bit. I don't know where the other bit is. Should we have a little look for the rest of my windmill? I've got no idea where it is. We'll have a little look. But here's the stand, and there's a little cap what's on the end here, what's blown off as well. I'll have to try and find that somewhere. Let's have a little quick look around, see if I can see my little LGBT windmill. Better cut that bit out. Let's have a little look. Because the wind would have bloody blown it no end, I bet. I'll turn you off for a minute and I'll bring you back when I found it. Right, so I've had a good look round and I can't see the bigger part of the windmill anywhere, or the spacer, or the end cap for it, so I might have to buy another one. I'm gutted, it was the whole pound that was. Right, well, we'll have a little look down here. I've got to dig out some of these fruit trees. Probably going to dig out the apple just here, a little step over apple tree, and the cherry, I think. In fact, I might dig them all out and move that one a bit further into the middle, just have one tree in there. Probably take out this other rhubarb crown here, because I only need one, because that one over there is massive, and that probably needs dividing up this year. So the asparagus down here, all looking nicely mulched and everything. A little bit of worm castings just there, and a little bed here with the flowers in. Got one little purple flower coming out just there, a little primrose. It's a bit of a mess. I'm gonna have to get through here, sort it out a bit better. And all these fruit bushes here, I'm in two minds whether to take them out, move them, and put the trees in here. We'll find out soon. But yeah, just a quick little glimpse around the plot on the last tour of the year. I hope everyone's having a good holiday, and yeah, I hope everyone's enjoying a little break and back to work soon. But yeah, thanks for dropping by and watching, and yeah, if anyone's got any questions or comments or anything, then please leave them in the comment section. Thank you, goodbye.